Looks like we've got a call coming in, Captain. Let me put it through.
Captain! Such a pleasure to see your lovely face again.
Darmis Polaran, right? From Coruscant?
I'm touched to remember. You've come so far since then, with very little to work with. I have a business proposition for you, but I'd rather discuss it face to face. Come to Port Nowhere, Captain. Floating cantina not far from you. I'll send the specs.
Seems like a safe location, Captain. But we need to be careful. The Imperials are getting more gutsy. There's nowhere in Republic space that's safe anymore.
I don't think the Empire is dangerous exactly makes headlines.
I'm serious. I caught a signature when we were on Nar Shaddaa that looked like the Void Wolf.
Someone I should know about?
The man's a monster. Grand Admiral Haradax Kirill, former slaver, scourge of the Outer Rim and all-round charmer. My father always kept a close eye on him. The Void Wolf's got delusions of taking over the underworld, handing it to the Empire wrapped and ribboned.
Then let's hit Port Nowhere fast and see if we can get out of his way.
Captain, I never thought I'd see you here. Thought you were too good for a small-time crooks in Port Nowhere. Once you got your hands on Nocdrayan's ship, woohoo! Can I buy you a drink? Get some pointers? I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Careful, you're drooling on the rug there, buddy.
Actually, I am not the only one who's been waiting.
So, I've been hearing your name for a while now. Almost as long as you've been hearing mine. Rogan. They call me the Butcher. You lost a blaster shipment of mine some time back, and I don't remember ever getting an apology. How about it, Captain? You know how to say I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, but Skabik was the man to blame for that, and he's dead.
Plenty of blame to go around. I'm generous that way. No one steals from me and lives, girl. And don't try to change my mind. You're not my type. And you're not running away this time. My men have your hangar locked down tight.
What were the blasters worth? I'll make it up to you.
Too little, too late. Too bad. All right, open season. 100,000 credits to the man who brings me that pretty head.
Done deal, boss. Start moving the funds.
This is your last mistake.
Good thing you're prompt, or I'd be a dead man. The second we got off the link, Rogan's men turned up.
I hear you stopped them single-handedly. I wouldn't want your life, Captain, but it's rather a thrill to watch.
This is Senator Bevera Dodana. I work with her now. Rah-rah! Hail the Republic! Etc. etc.
What's a senator want with someone like you?
I've been investigating how the Republic can make better use of independent-minded soldiers of freedom.
Which is why Rogan tried to shut us down. He's an Imperial lackey. This whole criminal empire answers directly to Imperial command.
There's an Imperial fleet waiting out there. Rogan's men were going to deliver us to the Imperials.
This isn't that guy, is it? The slaver with the stupid name?
The Void Wolf, and I wouldn't say that to his face. My father didn't fear much, but he never messed with the Void Wolf.
He's got contacts in every major gang. Rogan's one of his biggest assets.
Once they're both dead, we won't have to keep track.
And if you accept my offer, you won't have to take him on alone. The Republic is looking for men and women of action, patriots without the restriction of a trooper's uniform. How would you like a commission from the Galactic Senate, authorizing you as a privateer naval captain, tasked to target Imperial forces at will?
Go where I want, kill bad guys, and be the hero? I'd be a fool to say no.
Then by the power vested in me by the Galactic Senate, I hereby swear you in as a true servant of the Republic, privateer.
Don't look all formal and serious. You know it's just a fancy name for a pirate.
It's a straightforward deal. We give you targets, cargo, the job we need done, and all the support we can covertly provide. In return, we look the other way about any laws you break, or private gains you make along the way.
Sounds like a good deal.
Our top target right now is Balmora, one of the most likely hotspots for open war to be declared.
Is there anyone in the galaxy who still thinks we aren't at war?
The longer we lie, the more people live.
I know we're waiting until they're on planet for the full briefing. But maybe, in a word?
Balmora used to supply half the Republic's military resources. Now it's occupied by the Imperials, and all that technology is going to the...
Empire! Empire!
Imperial fleet to cloaks, port side! No! Starboard side! They're all around us!
It's the Void Wolf! Ah!
Get your shit. Get back to Coruscant. You two, get out of here. I'll try to jump this whole tub before they board us. Go!
I think we made it through before the noose tightened. I'm glad you did the same. Of all my fantasies of you, shackled as an Imperial captive was never my favorite. I'll stay and make sure Port Nowhere doesn't land in any more of Rogan's or the Void Wolf's little parties. You can think of her as a safe harbor.
So how's this privateer thing work, anyway?
Well, you heard the Senator. Balmora's the target. When you get closer, one of us will give you the specs. With things changing so fast, there's no point in an early briefing. And don't think this is all about serving the Republic, either. There's a fortune to be made in this war. An enterprising individual could end up with a criminal empire to rival Rogan.
Rival Rogan? I'm gonna annihilate him.
You really aren't an easy woman to live with, are you?
You don't know the half of it.
There's a power vacuum in the underworld where the big name's gone. Mark Dre and the Hatchet Ivory. But I have a feeling you'll be up there one day. Just keep in mind, when you're on Balmora, the opportunities are there. You just have to take them. Captain, who'd have thought when we met on Coruscant that I'd be calling you today with a formal Republic briefing? Senator Dodonna is eager to see how you handle your first mission. Balmora was once the Republic's main supplier of everything military. Until the Empire moved in and the Senate voted to turn tail and run. Which left the Empire holding everything the Republic had commissioned for Project Nebula.
What's Project Nebula?
It was supposed to be the Republic's answer to Imperial aggression. Top-of-the-line prototype capital ships, ion cannons, cluster missiles, and a few experimental goodies. Now the Empire is sending their complete Nebula munitions shipments to their front lines. The Republic's got no chance.
You stopped talking. So, here's where you expect me to jump in and do something?
Senator Dodonna wants you to work with the Balmoran Resistance. They can help you track down the Nebula shipment, then find a way to divert it to Palliser Station, a Republic base near Corellia.
The Empire's not gonna leave their best munitions just lying around.
The Senator's letting you figure out the how, which gives you an interesting opportunity. The Republic wants your munitions away from the Empire, however, not enough to pay market value. A smart operator might sell the prototypes back to them piece by piece. Not that I'm the one who told you. Now, your contact on the ground is one of the rebels, Newman Brock. Check in with him when you land in Bugtown. Hats off if you can do this thing, Captain.
Greetings, Captain. I am C6RR, a Class 6 protocol droid in the service of Newman Brock. My master most often refers to me as Sixer. I believe he sees it as an affectionate nickname.
Sorry, buddy. I'm on a schedule.
Master Newman! Master Newman, the, visitor you were expecting has arrived.
So, what brings you to Balmora, Captain? Other than the Fat Republic payoff. They're so busy hiding behind treaties, they're handing out credits like candy. I mean, folks like you and me can make a killing.
I was told there's some horrific weapons of death and destruction the Republic doesn't want the Imperial Army getting its hands on.
The same Republic who walked out on us when the Void Wolf sent his death squads? Doesn't exactly buy them the moral high ground.
I should warn you, Captain. Many find the Republic's abandonment a bit of a sore spot.
Though Republic intel did point us to the Nebula shipment, came through an SIS double agent. Codename, Golden.
I never trust a man with a code name.
He's given us some of our best information. Without him, we wouldn't have taken Bugtown. But we need to be extremely careful in our communications. Codes, dead drops, no face-to-face contact. We've got a payment due. In return, he says he's got a location for the Nebula shipment. I need you to make the drop-off.
I get the feeling this is a lot more complicated than you make it sound.
You think?
The last agent we sent never came back. The Imperials held a public execution. So you'll need to hit a series of decoy dead drops to flesh out any tales before you go to the Okara droid factory for the real deal.
Should I just follow the signs for traitorous double agent dead drop?
I'll transmit the decoy points. The real drop-off is in the Okara droid factory.
Oh, and the probe droids, Master Newman. Don't forget the probe droids.
Right. If you see a probe droid, take it down before it can transmit, or you'll have half a division on you. Once you find the drop in the Okara droid factory, leave the payment and pick up the data file Golden left.
This is Imperial property. Freeze!
If I listen, does that mean you won't shoot me? Because that seems out of character.
Good point. Don't we usually shoot them anyway?
Shut up! Spar, you take point here. Try to take them alive.
You didn't say please. You want to take out the rest of these idiots? We need to talk privately.
This is your last mistake.
I'll let you take credit here. These aren't bodies I need on my name.
Is that Mandalorian armor, or am I just really behind current fashion trends?
I am Mandalorian, but that does not concern you. I want access to Moff Tyrek, and I'll pay any price you name to get it.
Huh?
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
That sounds even more embarrassing when you say it.
That's who your delivery is for. Imperial Moff Tyrek, commander of the 63rd Armored Infantry Division. If he's working for the Resistance, I want to know why.
You're Mandalorian. Aren't you loyal to the Empire?
No. I am seeking Moff Tyrek for reasons of my own. I will give the Republic all I know of the Empire's plans here, as payment for Moff Tyrek.
I could see things your way, for the right money.
My money is gone, and all I have to trade is information. Think about it, and contact me later. For now, I'm gonna stay out of sight.
Oh dear, Captain. I cannot say how relieved I am to see you. After you left, Master Newman went to meet with some Resistance fighters and he never made it back.
Newman can handle himself without a babysitter.
These Imperial soldiers are so vicious. They see heroic freedom fighters like Master Newman as... Great sakes! I've just intercepted an Imperial data stream. A foot patrol caught Master Newman and the others. They're taking them to Camp Vigil.
I'm guessing that's not a let's sleep under the romantic moonlight sort of camp?
Camp Vigil is Balmora's most notorious prison camp, set up by the Void Wolf himself. Master Newman has a pair of field disruptors he intended to use to break our people out. If you were to smuggle them to him now, he could stage a massive prison break from inside. The Empire will be humiliated.
And I suppose this prison has a convenient back entrance. Laundry service, off-site catering.
Master Newman has cultivated contacts among those Camp Vigil guards with weaknesses for stims and other restricted imports. If you make his deliveries to the corrupt guards, you should be able to gain access to the camp, if not the prison itself.
Corrupt guards are my favorite kind.
I'll give you IDs on the guards, and we'll hide the field disruptors in your clothes. And you're ready to go. Just head for Sobrik. Camp Vigil is just inside. I believe Private Wick's on duty at the entrance tonight. I'm sure you'll find a way to convince him to let you in.
I've got the package you're expecting.
What? Oh, thank the Emperor. Or someone. I'm almost out. Are you taking over for Newman? I saw they got him last night. He really didn't like the delousing. You better get out of here before they throw you in too.
Not to confuse you, but that's kind of our goal.
You get me into Free Newman, I can set you up with a lot of stims. Free.
I couldn't. They'd kill me if they found out. Of course, they'd already kill me for talking to you, and buying stims, and sometimes saying, "Fail to the Empire" under my breath when we renew our oaths of service. All right, give them to me. And tell Newman he owes me.
You know, the Republic could use a nice... dim... corrupt... On second thought, stick with what you got.
Just try to keep this quiet, okay? I don't want to get in trouble. Also, loud noises give me a real headache.